What's up, guys? I hope your day is going very, very well. We're back at it again with another Apex Legends video. And today we're going to be talking about the Alternator, how it's busting, guys. And I'm talking busting. And we're also going to be talking about Season 9 is coming. And what you can expect, what's been said about it, what everybody's assuming about it, and what everyone assumed, and pretty much what was said, hey, don't expect that. So guys, we'll go ahead and dive into things and let's see if what I'm about to tell you has anything to do with what's been in your head or what you've been hearing lately as well. Be sure to hit the subscribe button for me, guys. Become a Rugrat. We want you on board to be wild and crazy with us as always. It does mean a lot to us when you guys do join up on the channel here. We all want you to be a part of this family. We are growing like a weed on Miracle Grow, and we love it, dude. We do. We love each and every one of you guys. And you know what? If it wasn't for you guys, then I wouldn't always keep a smile on my face. Be sure to drop a like on the video because, you know what, if you're super hyped about Apex Season 9, then dropping that like would just give you some extra good luck throughout the season. Also, make sure them notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on the lit content like this whenever we drop it right here on the channel. So let's go ahead and get started with the Alternator. Has come a long ways, guys. As you all know, most people weren't crazy about the Alternator for the longest. But, you know, if you use it, your chances of winning are going up, guys. Just, you know what? Keep that in mind. That's the word on Twitter today anyways, all right? I mean, honestly, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but, you know, the AH, has a higher win rate than the 99. And you know what? The AH is just something I call it. I don't know why, but sometimes I'll be like, hey, get that AH. I don't know why I call the Alternator that, just like I call Pathfinder Gary. I don't know why, guys. I'm just crazy. I like to give everyone and everything a nickname. So just overlook me if I say, hey, that AH. At least you guys already know what we're talking about. But like I said, it does have a higher win rate over the 99. They've tested it, and, you know, they tested off of, you know, how many knocks you get and how many knocks you received from that type of gun. So, you know what? It's kind of crazy how they keep up with everything, but they're tracking it, guys, from what's being said. Now, reason is that it's like this is because, you know, it's like a starter game gun. Most start the game with it, and then usually, you know, throughout the game somewhere you'll see that, you know, people aren't really dying with this gun. So they make it, you know, pretty much halfway through the game, and then they drop that loadout and they swap over to something else that they're more comfortable with, or they're more, you know, familiar with, that they actually run the game with. Now, I'm not saying 1,000% that people aren't dying or that you won't die. Is it going to happen? Of course, you're going to run into sweaty people. Hey, welcome to Apex Legends, guys. Anyways, the recoil is way better on this gun, in my personal opinion, because, you know, you do have lots of control over the gun. And it's very possible that, you know what I'm saying, you can have a lot more control over the gun. I guess it just depends on the way that, you know, you swing the ropes, and yeah, it's just all up to you. Now, you do have a higher chance of finding an Alternator, you know, soon as you hit the ground, you know, hey, here we go. You know, we're coming out of the ship and we hit the ground, and most of the time, there it is. You always see an Alternator just, hey, chilling on the ground, you know. But in my personal opinion, I feel like they're a little bit easier to find than the 99, but it's getting to be, you know, hey, the 99's laying around everywhere as well. But like I said, most people kick off, you know, with the Alternator, and then halfway through they swap out for the 99 or other guns, you know, that pretty much you could expect them to be chilling with. Now, I've never had high expectations for the Alternator. I really haven't, guys. But this gun, like, it just totally shreds right now. So if you're looking for control, aim, movement, honestly, go with the AH. Yes, the Alternator. Once again, the AH. I don't know why, guys. I'm crazy. But anyways, as you get further on throughout the game, because, you know, like, just start out with it and do like everybody else is doing. Just swap out as you get halfway on through, and yeah, you'll be good to go. But like I said, make sure that You take control of the gun. Don't let the gun take control of you. Because when that happens, that's when that recoil starts going crazy. And that pattern that we talked about in the last video, which I'll drop it up here at the top. You know what I'm saying? You lose out on that little pattern, and it's normal. The pattern isn't always going to stay the same, like I said in the last video. But whenever you start, swaying more to the right, more to the left, it becomes a little bit of an issue. But hey, practice makes perfect. Now, guys, let's go ahead and dive on into the sweet, juicy info that's popping off. Guys, as you already know, Season 9 is coming. It's well on the way. We're just a little, under the 30 mark here as far as days on when it will drop. So we are now officially in the 20s. So in about 28 days, we'll be popping off with Season 9. Now, Titanfall coming into Apex, guys. The game director, well, first let me say this. You've heard rumors that Titanfall characters were going to be brought in during Season 9. They were going to do this. They were going to do that. You've just heard so much talk about Titanfall. Well, anyways, the game director, says Season 9, Season 10, Season 11, Season 12, and even Season 8 right here. The game characters, they were for Season 8, and they have been from 9 through 12 already locked in, you know what I'm saying? And they know for sure that 4 legends right now have been confirmed and nothing is changing at all, okay? They do know that so far. Now, you may see leaks and teases, about it, like I said, but nothing is changing their decision on this, and that's exactly what the game director stated on Twitter. Now, Apex, guys, don't get me wrong. It is wishy-washy, they'll say, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. For example, like they said, things have been locked in since Season 6, 7, 8, 9, so on, all the way to 12. Okay, we knew pretty much that Revenant was rolling in the game. We knew Loba was coming in the game. But, okay, first off, we called those shots. We knew that all of this was popping off and you were going to see all these people, as far as characters that I just named. We knew they were coming. But, let's look at it like this, for example. Did we see Fuse rolling in the game? Honestly, before everybody started giving hints and really talking about it, we didn't really see Fuse coming into the game. Now, that was just kind of, the spur of the moment. So right there goes to show that they're wishy-washy and that they'll change, just at the drop of a dime, just like you change your underwear, So I believe that, that they could just automatically change things up and throw some Titanfall characters in there? Of course. Why would they not? But honestly, do I think they're going to? Nah, I believe the game director is right. I don't think you'll see, the Titanfall stuff come rolling into the game. But once again, like I said, hey, who am I? I could be totally wrong here. But anyways, like I said, did anyone call Fuse? Did they automatically just be like, oh, pick me. Hey, I know Fuse is coming. No, we never saw that one coming. You know what I'm saying? We never knew he was even on board or even thought about. Or I know I didn't. I never even heard, tips or nothing on it. Now, let's get on with some good news here, guys. Now, Apex tweeted out saying, private matches are going to be made available for all players in the future. We'll have private matches across all platforms, and you can play different games or you can organize your own events. Now, this is some major news to some of us. I'm talking, we've got, his or her, doing, more, not just friend things going on inside the game here. You've got smaller organizations can roll up in, this whole part of, what's going to be happening. And you've even got, community tournaments that you can do. I like this, man. I really do. This is exactly what they need, you know what I'm saying? So that everybody can get in there and organize events. I think this is something that will be good for the Trippy clan, and it will help us to, expand and grow a lot more for Apex Legends. And I'm very, very excited about that. Honestly, I really am. Now, if you guys got excited and heard, like I said, about Titanfall was coming to the game, well, honestly, don't get too excited about that, guys. It's been said so many times by everyone in leaks that this was happening. So I'm just, going back and touching up on what I just got through saying. But, Chad said, which is, Chad Grenier, guys, if you don't know him, just be sure to check him out on Twitter. Now, Respawn don't have any plans to add Titanfall to Apex, at least in the current roadmap. Now, this is exactly the words that Chad Grenier says over on Twitter. You can go follow him, you can look this information up, and you'll see it. Now, the reason I kind of talked about this situation and then skipped over it and then came back. So these are, exactly in my notes, the way that, what I'm saying, because I try to write scripts and, do everything together before I do my videos and edit and, all the good stuff. But guys, this is very important that I share this with you all so you all know that, exactly what Chad Grenier is saying. So I had all of my other, little scripts wrote, and then Chad Grenier comes popping off with this information, and I'm like, hey, the Trippy Gang has got to know. But like he said, you know what? He doesn't see any of this happening, at least not in the current roadmap, okay? So he's not saying that, it'll never happen, but he's saying, maybe someday, in another mode or something, that this could possibly be planned. But as of right now, it's nothing. So, honestly, guys, if you all have been hearing the rumors and the teases, all that, it's now been verified. But you know what? I've never believed this anyway. Honestly, everybody started talking about, hey, Titanfall's coming. And I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be Twitch partner tomorrow. Come on, guys. It's not happening, because they've got Titanfall. It's its own game. And then they've got Apex. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not saying Titanfall's a bad game, because it's very liked as well. But being honest with you, Apex is killing it, as far as financially. All right. Now, let's talk about what Matt Pickett, from Twitter had to say also, guys. He said this the other day. Now, if you don't follow him, be sure to follow him as well. He says, how about we all agree to not make any in-game purchases at all until the character situation is addressed? Even a communication that they are working on a solution would go a long way. Enough people agreeing to not spend money might give them the motivation to solve the problem. Now, honestly, let's just talk about this for a minute. I mean, the cheater situation, is out of control. I do agree with him here. I agree with him 1,000%. And there's been times that this was mentioned in the past, and they have kind of stated, stuff about it. And, there was nothing that they could do about it. I remember iLoot Games made a video. By the way, if you're not subscribed to iLoot Games, be sure to subscribe to him right here on YouTube. Follow him, on Twitter. Be sure to check out his Twitch streams, all the good stuff. But I remember that he had a conversation. This was back around whenever the, what was it? The Express thing. It was the Winter Express thing that was going on inside of the game just this past Christmas time. Anyways, it was talking about certain things, were popping off in the game, that there was this person that was hacking into the game. They didn't know how to get rid of this person, et cetera, et cetera. And pretty much it was just like, hey, let him hack. That's kind of the way it sounds. Hey, let him hack, because there's nothing we can do anyway. So this stuff, has been mentioned, but do I think that, they're actually going to get rid of, all of these situations? No. But I do have to agree, with what Matt Pickett said. If maybe somebody brought that to their attention, it might help. And let me tell you why that it could help. Now, I don't know how certain things are happening, like how people are getting in by hacking, but, is there, if they're actually focusing on this to even know exactly what the person's doing or what the person's not, that's the main question right now. So let's say that we all reach out and say, hey, Respawn, so-and-so account, or so, just no name in general. Like, there's people hacking in the game, da-da-da. Like, they probably get this email or message, whatever, so much. Question is, do we even think that they're even paying attention to this? That's what I really, really want to know. That's what's at the top of my mind. So, guys, if you can answer that question, drop it below. Do you think Respawn or anybody is even concerned or even listening about any situation that involves somebody cheating or just anything throughout the game? But anyways, guys, I agree. It is time, to fix things. Now, here's the way I see it. Now's the time that, I want to ask you guys something. Comment below if you think this would get Respawn to looking into the situation more. Because, let's look at it on this little frame here. When you go messing, with companies' budgets financially, the money that they make from us, when you go messing that up, they tend to get ticked off. So do you feel dabbing into their pockets will fix this, or do you feel like it'll make the situation worse? That's what I want to know, because sometimes you can go digging into people's, money that they're making by comments being made. You get blocked yourself, or you get totally put out, and nothing gets done about situations. It's like sometimes being on a job, you report somebody, doing certain things to you, and that's inappropriate. And instead of that person getting fired, you're the one who gets fired. It's just always something crazy that turns out. Now, it's a solid idea, but the money situation falls on EA and Respawn in this situation. But the cheater issues, now they fall more back on Respawn to fix. So is it fair to hurt the money situation for EA as well? That's another question I want you guys to answer, okay? So like I said, there's two different companies involved here. You've got EA, and then you also have Respawn. Now, when it comes to cheating and all that, Respawn needs to get in there and figure out what they're going to do about it. But should EA be punished as well? Comment below, guys. Let me know what you think on that. Now, let's talk about C9 and what he actually tweeted out. All right, right behind this over here. It says 30 days left in Season 8, and I really hope Respawn tests out a Team KP rank system for Season 9. Benefits of Team KP system. Then it went on to say, he gave little examples here. You will play the game more correct, not going out of position to tag someone for damage, for 1 damage for, a KP. Also went on to say more value for playing position like ALGS. All right. And then less teams, I lost my place here. All right. So like I said, I'm trying to keep up with my notes, but less teams, in the early games, teams who play aggressive can still get rewarded for their, kills early on. There's so many things that's being asked right here now. So I want you guys to listen to what Josh Medina replied. Okay. Now Josh Medina's over on Twitter as well. All Josh Medina replied with was a big fat no to every single bit of this. Every single bit of this was asked and got the big fat no. Hey, guess that was just straightforward. What do you guys think about a KP team? Shoot it at me. I really want to know what you guys think about it. But like I said, guys, we are heading over into Season 9, and man, we got a lot supposedly that we're just, I don't know, that we expect. We got a lot that's supposed to be popping off in the game. I don't know, man. I'm super excited about it, but it's kind of one of those situations you're like, oh my God, what's going to be happening? What are they going to take out? All the bugs are about to start popping off. It's going to be glitchy. It's going to be crazy at first, but it always pulls together about a month or so after, and then something else, pops up, and there's another issue. Hey guys, welcome to Apex Legends, right? Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope all of this information has got you pumped for Season 9. Once again, be sure that you're subscribed and join up with the coolest fam right here on YouTube. It does mean the world to me. Also, be sure to smack that like button, help out the content, show the love for the Trippy family. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to drop a comment below. Get them notifications turned on by ringing that bell. And hey, always remember, keep those bottles up, Rugrats. And always remember, Trippy up, baby. We'll see you in the next one. Keep that grind on. Peace out.